Welcome back to another episode of What If here on the Filmaholic channel. Here recently, we've been doing the MCU and taking it back 20 years, putting it in the MCU in the 1990s. Today, we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, which would have came out August 1994. Ethan, I'm going to let you kick things off with your version of Guardians of the Galaxy from the 90s, because I'm very excited to hear what you have.
You have no idea. So Guardians of the Galaxy, 1994. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, rated R. Yeah, don't roll your eyes at me. Choke on that coffee.
My MCU already has a rated R movie.
Yeah, wrong choice though. Out of all, like I say, this is the only choice I had for this because like you got all these different unique characters. You're gonna push the R rating for the first time with Tarantino's writing. So you got the soundtrack. Easily the only choice to direct this movie back in the 90s. Yeah, 100%. But that's the director. That's the rating. The characters, Star-Lord, I got Woody Harrelson coming in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make that face, dude. I know who you got.
You did it, yeah.
For Gamora, I got Frances McDormand. Man. You're not going to last the rest of these if you don't like those two. Drax, I got Ron Perlman coming in.
Man.
Rocket, I got Bruce Willis for Rocket.
Bruce Willis is the only choice for Rocket, so we do have that the same. I'll go ahead and say that.
And Groot, I got director coming in doing the voice. Quentin's going to do it. He's gonna do the voice for Groot because I mean we ain't trying to pay nobody extra for that.
Okay.
He likes to be in his movies, so that's what he's gonna do. For Ronan, I got Ray Fiennes. I don't like these looks.
Okay.
Nebula, I got Lucy Liu.
Okay.
Yondu, I got Harvey Keitel. The Collector, I got Christopher Walken, and this is one of my personal favorite choices. Out of this whole list. Nova Prime, I got Uma Thurman. Corman Day, I got Steve Buscemi. Korath, I got Keith David. Kraglin, I got Tim Roth. And then for Thanos, I got the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, so I think we have like three that are the same. I will say, though, if Tarantino was making this movie, Stallone would probably be Thanos, not Arnold.
No, it will be Arnold, and that's just it.
All right.
That's the only choice. I'm wondering who the third one we have.
The Collector.
Oh, you got Christopher Walken?
Yeah, man. Only choice for The Collector.
Nice.
So for my Guardians of the Galaxy, August 1994, I'm bringing in somebody who is no stranger to, obviously, the person I want to bring in to make Guardians is somebody who I want to make the whole Guardians trilogy. And this guy has already made a trilogy, solid trilogy. Everyone loved it. And that's the Back to the Future trilogy. This is Robert Zemeckis, bringing him in to do Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to have his writing team, too, from Back to the Future work on this. His writer for Back to the Future was really into comics. He actually wanted to make a Doctor Strange movie back then. It didn't end up working out, but he's going to write Guardians instead with Robert Zemeckis. And Spielberg's already a part of the MCU, who is a producer on Back to the Future, so he's also going to produce this version of Guardians of the Galaxy. So to start things off, as far as the cast goes, I'll go ahead and mention the ones that we had the same. In a small role in this film, but ultimately the main villain of the MCU, at least for the Infinity Saga throughout the 90s, is going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thanos. But small role in this particular film. We also have the Collector the same, Christopher Walken, which is really the only choice for that person, I think, as well as Bruce Willis for Rocket. And don't say he wouldn't do it because, I mean, look at the Look Who's Talking movies. He's definitely going to do this.
Bruce Willis was in Look Who's Talking? That's John Travolta.
He's the kid, dude. In the first two movies.
I never watched them. This is news to me.
Yeah. He's the voice of the kid in the first two, and then Danny DeVito's the voice of the dog in the third one.
Never watched them, so this is all news to me.
Yep, well, I watched them. But for Peter Quill / Star-Lord, I thought long and hard about this one because I was looking at comedic actors first and had some picked out. Ended up going with somebody who was a rising star in the 90s. He had just made a film, a cult classic the year before, was a standout of that movie, and I had to go with Matthew McConaughey as Peter Quill / Star-Lord. I think he'd be perfect as a 90s version. Just, I can see him do the dances, the comedic moments, but also some of the serious moments in the film as well, especially with Gamora in the sequel and whatnot. I think he's perfect. For Gamora, I have Robin Wright, who also would make Forrest Gump with Zemeckis the same year. For Drax, I have Dolph Lundgren. For Groot, I have James Earl Jones. I think he's the only person that can do the voice of Groot. For Yondu, I have Bill Murray coming in here. For Kraglin, I have Crispin Glover, who's also worked with Zemeckis before. Creepy kind of. Definitely can pull this off. For Corpseman Day, I have Michael J. Fox coming in, making like a little small cameo in there. For Nova Prime, I have Cher.
God.
Yeah.
God.
For Korath, I have Tommy Tiny Lister. Do you know who that is?
No.
He has been in several films, including Jackie Brown, but also The Dark Knight. He was the guy who took the thing and threw it off the boat. And Jackie Brown, he worked with Max Cherry.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
For the character of Nebula, I have Daryl Hannah. She was one of the first ones I cast for the film. I think she'd be perfect as Nebula. And finally, for the villain of this particular film, Ronan, I cast Billy Zane. Think he's a strong villain for this movie. And get him a little bit more out there before Titanic hits theaters in a couple years.
Who is your Gamora?
Robin Wright.
You ain't young.
Well, Matthew McConaughey's young.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about those two.
Yeah.
But I had an Adam Sandler I was thinking, and I was like, he's too young. Woody Harrelson's right there at the right age.
Mixing
and
it
then don't tell me Tarantino can't have 2 movies in a year, but Robert Zemeckis can. I'm not trying to hear that.
Zemeckis has been making movies longer, though.
Who's the better filmmaker?
That's not the question here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's our version of Guardians of the Galaxy from 1994. Check back for the next video, which will be Avengers Age of Ultron. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.